This weekend is the 32nd Sunday in Ordinary Time, and as we approach the end of the liturgical year, we start to get this sense of, the end, or a foretaste of what's to come, if you will, a foreshadowing. We hear this passage from the Gospel that captures this situation where the Sadducees are trying to trap Jesus. They think his beliefs are crazy about what's going to happen in the resurrection. So the Sadducees don't actually believe that there is a resurrection of the body and a life to come. So they pose this almost impossible story of the brothers dying and leaving no heirs. So whose wife will this woman be in the world to come when she's married all of these brothers? One after the other dies and she marries each one. Okay, whose will she be? And Jesus says, whoa, you got this all confused. The reality is things are totally transformed in the life to come, and it really opens up for us an opportunity just to reflect. Since the Sadducees opened it up for us, we have the opportunity just to stop and say, okay, wait a second, what is the difference between this life and the life to come? And in all of our sacraments, in all of our relationships, there's a foreshadowing of something so much greater. So just take that example of marriage. Marriage is a something in this life. It is the coming together of these two people. This man and this woman united in marriage. It is a something, right? But that's not the only thing. Marriage has this much greater meaning too, and it's the particular marriage in this life is foreshadowing an even greater marriage in the life to come. And that's the marriage between God and his people, all of his people collectively. I may have alluded to this in videos in the past, but so there's a sense that you don't need the sacrament when you have the fuller reality. You don't need the road sign when you've reached your destination. So much of what we do in this life is for the sake of pointing us to something so much more, the fuller reality of what we experience even here and now. So, it isn't that, husband and wife won't be friends. It doesn't mean they won't have a special relationship in heaven, but they won't be married in the same way that they were here in this life. We'll all collectively be united with God in this profound union between God and his people. So, it really is a totally different reality, and what it is, we can't fully spell it all out, but we can be sure that it is worth looking forward to. It is worth, in a sense, dealing with the challenges of this life for the sake of it. As St. Paul says, this momentary light affliction is producing for us an eternal weight of glory. That, whatever we pass through is worth it for the sake of what's to come. And you even look back to that first reading from the book of Maccabees. Again, 7 brothers, but in a different story. They're all martyred. They all give witness with their lives for the sake of the faith in front of their own mother. This is about as horrific as a situation you could ever imagine. They're being forced to either eat meat or die, or eat pork or die, go against the law of their religion and their God or die. And what do they choose? Well, they choose to die, because what does that lead to? It leads to a fuller reality than what they experience here in this life. To give witness to the God who saves them by the giving of their lives is more important than preserving their life here and now. They would rather attain eternal life than give that up for the sake of here and now. And just at the extreme, it gives us a little bit of a pattern, for the rest of our lives. What should we be willing to put up with, and what should we be willing to forego, for the sake of the complete and fuller reality that is eternal life with God in heaven. So, just some opportunity for reflection there. You may not be in that exact situation, but again, am I trying to preserve my life here and now as if this is the only reality that there is, or is there a better one, a fuller one in the life to come that I really need to set my sights on? And so, abandon anything that's going to hold me back here in this life, for the sake of what's to come.